The grand chamber of the galactic Concord was silent, a rare occurrence for a body representing thousands of species. At the center of the solemnity stood a human ambassador, Eli, his simple gray suit a stark contrast to the shimmering robes and carapaces surrounding him. Before him, on a hovering medical platform, lay the oldest being in known space, Counselor Vel of the K-Tauri. Vel's people were insectoid. Wise and long-lived, their bodies becoming more translucent with age. Vel now appeared as a sculpture of ancient amber, his limbs frail, his multifaceted eyes dim. A medical drone hummed softly beside him. His voice, when it came, was a dry rustle amplified for all to hear. "Ambassador of Earth," Vel whispered, "I have called you here for a personal petition, yet one bound by our oldest law. My time ends. I have no heirs, only 3 daughters. Our law is clear. My lineage, my holdings, my council seat, all must pass to a single male custodian. He must bind himself to the line. He must marry them." A soft murmur rippled through the chamber. The custom was known, but seldom involved other species. Interspecies marriage among the Qatari was a legal and social contract, a merging of minds and responsibilities, not of biology. Eli's face remained calm, a diplomat's mask. "Counselor Vel, I am deeply honored, but surely a Qatari successor would be more appropriate. I am human. Our cultures, our very physiologies, are irrelevant," Vel interrupted, a faint glow returning to his eyes. "The law specifies only a being of sound mind and honorable standing. I have watched your species. I see a compassion that is not pity, a strength that is not domination. You mediated the Tarkin dispute. You gave aid to the Hive of Solitude without demanding tribute. My daughters need a protector, not a conqueror. They need a human. Will you accept? The alternative is dissolution. My family scattered, their status lost. It is the law." Eli felt the weight of countless stares. Refusal would be a galactic incident, a profound insult to a dying hero. Acceptance was a life sentence to a bizarre, binding commitment. He looked past Vel to where the 3 daughters stood. They were elegant, with slender, chitinous forms and large, intelligent eyes. They did not look reluctant, but deeply apprehensive. Their fate was being decided too. "I must speak with them," Eli said, his voice firm, "before any oath can be considered." A louder wave of chatter filled the room. Direct consultation was unconventional. Vel, however, gave a slow, approving nod. "It is. Reasonable. Go. You have until the orbital sunrise." Eli was led to a private terrace overlooking the planet's glittering rings. The 3 daughters followed. Close up, he saw their differences. The eldest held herself with quiet authority. The middle sister's movements were precise, analytical. The youngest had a subtle vibrance, a curiosity in her gaze. "My name is Eli," he began. "We know," the eldest said. "I am first daughter. This is second daughter. Our youngest sibling is third daughter. We understand this is unusual for you." "Unusual is an understatement," Eli said gently. "On Earth, marriage is typically between 2 people for love. This would be a union of 4 for duty. I need to know what you want." Third daughter stepped forward, her voice softer. "Our father sees what others do not. Our suitors sought power, the seat, the wealth. They saw vessels for an empire. You are different. You ask what we want." Second daughter's antennae twitched. Analysis of human social structures indicates a high value on individual agency. You are likely concerned we are coerced. We are not. We are resigned to the law. But father's choice offers a variable we cannot calculate: kindness. It is preferable to the known alternatives. First daughter looked at the stars. He does not ask for a husband in your understanding. He asks for a guardian, a partner. Our minds can link, a sharing of thought and memory. It is how we unite. It would be a bond of trust, not of physical expectation. Would you? Could you accept such a thing? Eli was silent for a long moment. This wasn't about romance. It was about sanctuary. It was about a lonely old alien's final wish to secure his children's future with someone he deemed worthy. The human race had long argued for its place on the galactic stage, not through weaponry, but through understanding. What was this, if not the ultimate test of that principle? I would need to understand the link, he said finally. And you would need to understand me. My fears, my flaws. A bond cannot be one way. The three sisters exchanged a glance, a silent conversation flowing between them in an instant. First daughter turned back. That is acceptable. The ceremony was held at Vel's bedside as the first light of the sun touched the rings. It was not a human wedding. There were no rings, no kisses. Instead, a neural lace was placed upon Eli's temples, and the daughters placed their delicate hands upon his head. Vel spoke the vows. Do you, Eli of Earth, vow to guard this line, to cherish these minds, to uphold their honor as your own, and to guide our legacy with wisdom and compassion? Eli looked at the three pairs of luminous eyes watching him. I do. Do you, my daughters, vow to share your wisdom, to blend your purpose with his, to honor his spirit, and to walk a new path together? In unison, they responded, We do. Vel's eyes dimmed to a final peaceful glow. Then it is done. The law is satisfied. The link activated Dot. It was not an invasion. It was an invitation. A torrent of images, emotions, and memories flowed into Eli not as a chaotic flood, but as a structured symphony. He felt first daughter's profound sense of duty, the weight of centuries of history on her shoulders. He felt second daughter's brilliant, whirring intellect, her love of patterns and stars. He felt third daughter's artistic soul, her perception of the universe as a tapestry of light and song. And they felt him. His childhood on a farm under an open sky. The grief of losing his parents. The driving hope that humanity could be a net good in a vast, often cold, cosmos. His loneliness. His fear of failing them. The link settled into a soft, constant hum at the edge of consciousness. A sense of profound, silent company. Vel passed that night. The galaxy expected chaos. They expected the human to be overwhelmed, to flee, or to become a puppet for a political dynasty. The opposite occurred. Eli did not try to rule. He listened. Through the bond, understanding was instantaneous. He helped first daughter navigate the treacherous politics of the council, his human intuition for deception complementing her experience. He provided resources for second daughter's experiments, her breakthroughs in energy efficiency, soon bearing his human name alongside hers in the archives. He sat with third daughter as she translated her light sculptures, helping her organize the first interspecies art exhibit on Mars. They were not husband and wives. They were partners. A new kind of family. The scandal came a standard year later. A rival clan, the Nevor, challenged the union's validity. The human exploits them. The bond is a sham. He cannot truly be of the line. He is an alien. The Concord was forced to convene a tribunal. Then Vor demanded the link be broken, the assets seized. The chief magistrate, a stern reptilian, addressed Eli. The law requires a true union. Can you prove this is more than a legal convenience? Eli stood calmly. I can. He looked at his three partners. A subtle nod passed between them. They had prepared for this. The link is not merely mental. It has allowed for an exchange of essence, a biological integration. Your own medics can confirm it. Sensors were brought forward. Scans were taken of Eli's neural patterns, his cellular structure, The results flashed across the chamber screens. There were traces of K-Tari neurotransmitters in his synapse, unique biomarkers from all three sisters, woven into his own DNA, not overriding his humanity, but existing alongside it. In turn, their scans showed human neural pathways, adaptations for emotion and innovation they had not possessed before. The room was stunned. The bond had changed them all, at the most fundamental level. The magistrate was astonished. How is this possible? Such integration is theorized, but never achieved, even among the Qatari. Third daughter spoke, her voice clear and strong, because it was not forced. It was given and received. He opened his mind without reservation. We opened ours without fear. The union is not legal. It is live. We are all for something new. The case was dismissed. Then Dvor retreated, humiliated. That evening, the four of them stood on the same terrace where they had first truly met. The bond hummed with a contented, quiet warmth that first daughter spoke through their link, her thought voice soft in his mind. You gave us more than sanctuary. You gave us a new world. Eli smiled, looking at the stars, then at each of them. No, he thought back. You gave me one. An old alien's final wish was not for me to marry his daughters. It was for me to find my family. And I did. The bond pulsed with shared, silent agreement, a union of four souls, defying law and expectation, creating a future neither human nor Qatari had ever imagined, but both now cherished.